Welcome back to Bombtastic Gaming. I'm Jake. Thank you all for tuning in and all the support you've given us so far. But if you haven't, please hit the like and the subscribe button, as well as click that bell so you can get notifications when videos drop. As well as check us out at our other social media accounts, which will be in the links below in the description box. So for this video, we are doing our second board game on the channel. This one is called Secret Hitler. Yes, I know. But so this game is for anywhere from 5 to 10 players. The objective is, there's two parties, the liberal and the fascist party. The objective is for the fascists is to get Hitler as the chancellor after 3 of their policies have been enacted, or they get 6 fascist policies enacted. For the liberals to win, they just have to get 5 of their policies enacted or assassinate Hitler. So what happens is you will, based on how many you have in your play group, there are 3 boards, one for 5 and 6, 7 and 8, and then you have your 9 and 10 as well. So the reason it's this way is because depending on the number of players, there are specific things that will happen once a fascist policy is enacted. For the liberal side, you can use any of the boards. It doesn't matter. Like, there's no special bonuses for them. But what happens is you will mix up all the cards in these like brown envelopes, and you will pass them out to everybody involved. The book specifies, this is the rule book, and it will specify how many of each party you will have, depending on the size of the play group. So for instance, if you have 5 players, 3 will be liberal, 1 fascist, and 1 Hitler. And then for like the max with 10 players, you would have 6 liberals, 3 fascists, and 1 Hitler. So what happens is you pass these cards out. So for like the liberal, you just get your party membership and a secret roll card that says liberal. There's nothing else. And then you get your voting cards, ja and nein, which is yes and no. So for the fascist, kind of the same thing. You'll get the 2 voting cards and then your secret roll, which just says fascist, and your party member that says fascist. Now, Hitler, it's the same thing. You get your party membership that says fascist, and your secret role is Hitler. So nobody will know your secret role. There are chances throughout the game to figure out, like to look at people's party membership card, but it won't tell you who is Hitler, only if they're fascist or liberal. And you can, as you find this out, as that player that finds out, you can do what you want with that information. You can say nothing, you can lie, you can tell the truth. There's all kinds of like things you can do. It's about politicking for it. So how you start the game off is once the group size is figured out and however many either fascists and liberals there are put together, you just shuffle up the cards like in the packs and hand them out randomly. Then like how we do it is we have everybody close their eyes, and then we'll have all the fascist members, except for Hitler, open their eyes. So the fascists will know who's liberal, who's fascist. And then Hitler, all he does is like, we'll put like the heads up, 7 up type deal, where you put your thumb up, but you keep your eyes closed. And then, so the fascist members will know who Hitler is. Hitler has no idea who's what, and the same with the liberals. They have no idea who's who, or even on their same side. So what it is however your play group wants to do it, you will pick a president. Then that person that's starting out will be president. That person, he or she, may pick a chancellor, and that can be anybody at random. It doesn't have to be like in a particular order. So then what happens is, based on once you have your president and your chancellor, you'll vote yes or no. If it's a yes, you will continue the game, and the president will pick 3 of these like policy cards. And let me grab one here. So you'll have like a liberal and a fascist one. They don't say anything. It's just orange for fascist, blue for liberal. And they'll pick 3 of them, discarding 1, and then passing 2 to the chancellor. And then the chancellor will do the same with the 2. They'll pick 1 to discard and 1 to enact. If it is a fascist, depending on however many you have, there are different things that can be done. So like the 5, 6, nothing happens on the first two, the third one. And then for 7 and 8, nothing first, it happens on the second. And then if there is 9 or 10, there's something that happens every time a fascist policy is enacted. So for instance, like this 9 to 10, if a fascist is enacted, the president investigates a player's party membership card. So that's this card. So that president will be able to see what they are. How they win, like I stated earlier, once the third one is enacted, the third fascist policy, you will ask the chancellor of that current administration if they are Hitler. If they are, game's over, they win. The fascist team, I mean. And the same goes true for 4 or 5 as well for their policies, because on the 6th one, if they get there, they win outright. The fifth one, like I said, so 5 for liberals, they win outright, or if they assassinate Hitler. Now you can also have, like once a president is picked, if they pick a chancellor, everybody votes no. On the liberal board, whichever one that you choose, you start at 0, and then there's 3 failures, so 1, 2, and 3. On the third failure, like meaning that you didn't elect successfully a president or chancellor together 3 times in a row, you will just flip over and enact the first policy, regardless of what it is. And then the counter starts over. Now, if you go to 2 and then you have a successful presidential election with chancellor, it goes back to 0. So it's up to 3 that gets it enacted. Once the president and chancellor have been selected and they've enacted their policies, what will happen is the presidential, lanyard token, whatever you want to call this little thing, you pass it to the player to your left, so you're going clockwise, and then that president can pick anybody to be chancellor. The only thing is the last president and chancellor can't be picked. So that's kind of the thing. On the back of them as well, they'll kind of give you more rules so you can see what they are, just in case you forget the rules. Like it gives you basic things. So it says do not speak while in session, so while they're enacting policies. You can lie or tell the truth, it says, about what you received as policies too, just to confuse people. The presidential powers is what it means, is like these things. So once this is carried, that president and the next president won't have that ability. So like if one's enacted on the president, that president that was there will not get to do it continuously. And then as well as the new president doesn't get the old one. They would only get it if it's a new policy enacted. So it's a fairly short game. Like even with 10 players, you could probably, I think, expect the game to last about 40 to 45 minutes. It's not super long, super crazy or confusing. Straightforward, because and the policies don't say anything, so there's nothing to do with them. It's just liberal or fascist. But that's it. That's it for Secret Hitler. You can check it out. I think it's on sale on Amazon for about $35. But I hope you guys enjoyed this video as we covered Secret Hitler, this board game. And go check it out. Stay tuned for more content like this. We'll catch you next time, and take care.